I'm supposed to find someone here. I don't know, Dicey. But I know they're here somewhere.
You can imprison my body, but not my spirit. I did what I did for the rebellion. I regret none of it. The glorious rebellion of Four Town against the Queen in the No Dice War, of course. True, I was captured, but you cannot kill an idea. Forburg will be victorious. Villainy can never triumph. The original? What do you mean, the original? Tell me, what became of Four Town? No, it's not possible. I can't. Forburg? And what of her people? Ah, you see, the city may be gone, but the spirit is thriving, just as I may be rotting here in jail, but the rebellion lives on. Even though my city may no longer stand, its ideals always will. Huzzah! Huzzah, I say! You can imprison my body, but not my spirit.
Oh, she was almost there. Almost there.
Hail, kind
You'll
soul,
never break
and
the
well
spirit
met.
of the rebellion.
I'm a lost traveler
Never.
from a distant land. I seem to have taken a wrong turn on my quest and lost my adventurer's cap. You haven't seen it, have you?
As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen now, least of all me. This isn't what happens next, you know. You are in the presence of the narrator of the Queen herself. Show some respect, child. The Queen desires control. More than that, she desires not to be controlled. She reached a point where she thought I was controlling her. You're smarter than you look, child. Yes, that is true. But I could not convince her of that fact. Stories take us places. All of us. Even narrators. And my place, it would seem, is in prison, where I can narrate only myself. I could narrate volumes to you, child. But, like I said, that is not what happens next. Suffice it to say that when she was younger, the Queen, then just a princess, she was happy. We were happy. There was such promise in her. A spark ineffable. Did something go wrong? Honestly, child, you can barely narrate your own questions. Yes, something went wrong. The fact we're having this conversation whilst I am in jail should tell you that. Good grief. I am done answering such asinine questions about this topic. A narrator, we grow to reflect our subjects. I presume I was a nice narrator once, and she was a beautiful princess, inside and out. And then, well, you can narrate the rest of it yourself. As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen now, least of all me. This was not what was supposed to happen.
The Queen, in her wisdom, was right to put me in here.
One thing was certain. The story had taken a very dark turn.
You'll never break the spirit of the rebellion. Never.
Even's narrator was so close, she just had to keep looking.
Freedom rules.
Some part of Even
All
knew
this
her
for a
narrator was
little
close.
super juice.
It was a feeling that went beyond words.
You can imprison my body, but not my spirit.
Oh, well, very eagerly. I was minding my business, and then Nanny Fortuna came, and I accidentally spilled some super juice on her. That's it. Right? And then she arrested me and brought me to the Queen. And then I maybe spilled some juice on her. Just a little. And then I tried to clean it up and kinda maybe spilled some more juice on her black dice. And down her dress. That was 2 lifetime sentences extra right there. Right? It was just one little accident. Well, series of accidents. One tiny little series of accidents. Anyway, that's my story. Remember me, my only regret is that I ceaselessly spilled so much super juice on authoritarian state figures.
Still the boy. Still the boy. And all the capable. Ett återfall. Party pancake.
Even and her narrator were almost reunited. She was so close. She was so dramatically close.
Hello, Even. Do you remember me? For I remember you. Now, Even. We both know that's not true. You're probably wondering why I'm here and not out there, picking my teeth with the bones of the disobedient. I suppose it makes no difference to tell you. The Queen hired me all those years ago to kill that meddlesome King of Freedom and to start their war. Oh, I was paid, but I would have done it for free. The Queen wanted to ensure his children would tear each other apart in the years and decades to come. And they did. I gave the Queen her endless war. I did brilliant work. Oh, but she played even me, you see. She promised me the people would fear the Shadow Man beyond reason. But they didn't. My rule was kept secret. And instead, they grew to fear war, their own deaths. And when I finally had enough, when I finally threatened to reveal the truth to everyone, well, here I am. No, you don't get to pity me. I'm terrifying. You're terrified of me. Say it! Say you're terrified! You don't pity me? In fact, no. I pity you. You hear me? I pity you! I pity you! Nobody pities me! Nobody! Nobody!
Ah, there you are, my friend. Thank you for the rescue. Now, I can get back to my job of narrating. The narrator said, narratively.
Weird. Yeah, it's you. There you are.
Whoa, wait. You can hear me? Why, I can. I always could. I'm your narrator. And you too, little fellow. It was hard being alone. I felt like half a person, if that makes sense. Well, it would be strange if you didn't. I am your narrator, after all. Oh, but it is nice to know when one's work is appreciated. But you can hear me now, and we should make the most of that while we can. One never knows how long it will be until the old authorities reassert themselves. We've got a quest to finish, my friend, and I stand ready to describe it if you stand ready to live it. Well, I'm afraid I can't even. I'm a storyteller, not an oracle. You and Dicey live your life. I describe it during moments chosen for dramatic effect, and together we'll make the best story we can, yeah? What about it? Is there such a thing as free will? Are our decisions just the random firings of neurons in our brains? Do we even have time for such a philosophical discussion right now? All I can answer is that last question. No, we don't. We have a quest to finish. Now then, where were we? Yes. A girl, her dice, and her narrator were reunited at last. Behind them, the wreckage of all that had stood in their way. Ahead of them, the queen and her minions. Even squared her shoulders and strode forward toward her destiny. Oh, why, thank you.
You have to get me out of here. I'm a unicorn. A real live unicorn.
This used to be a beautiful palace, a place of learning, of magic, of... Oh, yes, Dicey. It was also a place of dice. Halls that once echoed with the laughter of children. were now still, empty and desolate. Oh, right. Except for Even and her amazing friend Dicey, who was... great, did you say? Who was, and I quote, great and awesome to the max.
I know you do.
dark crystals had appeared in the same age as the castle's fall, but they were not the cause of this destruction, merely an effect of it. There was something much darker here.
Way to creep us out, Mr. Narrator.
The remains of the castle were quiet, almost serene, but within them still dwelled a great power.
Here goes nothing, Dicey. Point. Look at this place. It is stunning, and it's been lived in recently. We're not alone here, Dicey.
Well, the gate was locked, but where was the key? Even wasn't sure, and neither was Dicey.
But
They had the feeling they could find what they sought if they looked below.
whoa, she has a fleet of these things.
That's concerning. Wait, Nanny Fortuna was coming.
Quick, hide!
Now, hurry up, you scrumptious little children.
What does scrumptious mean, miss?
It means keep walking and stop asking questions. The one who dies does not like to wait. Where did I put my keys? Not again!
Come on, that key's gotta be here somewhere.
The key even was looking for. She just knew it had to be here somewhere.
Ugh, not your most helpful narration, bruv.
I've got cars to trade. Don't you want to follow suit? I know you do. Cards on the table. This is a bit outside my normal rounds, and not at all what I was expecting. But now you're here, and Manidex is playing a sympathy card. You've got to buy something, mate. Please. Mate, you can't. Oh, don't. What's that, mate? You want to trade cards? Don't mind if I do. You never know who's listening, mate. Now, let's trade and forget all about any treasonous thoughts, eh?
Okay, here we go. All that remained was to climb the terrifying upper tower and face our destiny.
Yeah, you're not in any danger here.
Even, do you know what happens to a narrator if the person they're narrating dies?
No.
Me neither. Oh, but I'm sure it's not good. No. That's not what happened. Let's try this again. two royal girls. Princesses. The two of them were the exact same ages as Even and Odd.
Those masks. Yeah.
The Queen's throne. It is from here that the Queen rules the fate of Random with the roll of her dice. But where was she now? It was in this very throne room that the Queen would roll her dice to decide today's fate and personality of the poor inhabitants of Two Town.
That's crazy, isn't it? The idea that their fates should be controlled by the Queen rolling a dice somewhere. You grow up with it, so you think it's normal, but the whole thing is madness.
Onecroft, Even and Odd's home.
It was home. My family is there, and I miss them, but I honestly don't know where home is anymore. Oh, Dicey. My home is by your side, too.
Freedom. It was a land and a family torn apart by an endless, futile war.
A war the Queen instigated to keep the people divided and her in power. Yeah, the triplets could have done something, but they squandered it and so much else, hating each other.
Forburg, a fallen city built on the ruins of its past self.
Another insane system. She pulls us all into her crazy solutions until we forget how things used to be, and everyone in Random is just lost in her madness. She's cost so much.
Sixtopia, a glittering city of cardboard, made to give the poor people of Random something to aspire to. The biggest and most cynical lie of them all.
This can't go on. Yeah, I hope we can do something about it too.
Fivetropolis, once a land of creativity and magic. Now, little more than a robot factory.
There were good people there. We've all been twisted by her, and we can't even see it. We're fish born in a tiny bowl, and we look around and say, oh, this is good. This is definitely how it should be. But we should be swimming in the ocean. Okay, yes, not all fish can live in salt water, but we should at least be swimming in a big old lake.
This was it. The point of no return. Whatever the end was, Even and Dicey were going to meet it.
Listen, Dicey, whatever happens next, I just want you to know. Look, I'm not too good with feelings and stuff, but I just want to say I've never become best friends with someone faster, and we've saved each other's lives countless times. And well, thank you, Dicey, for everything. Right, back at you, bud. Now, let's go kick that Queen's evil butt together.